Skipper channel. Hope you're all doing good at the moment. So yeah, I'm back to work tomorrow. I've been off for a bit. First I'm going to talk about the gig I went to on Saturday. So I was in Manchester, and I can't remember the name of the park now. Anyway, Johnny Marr was on. Great atmosphere in the crowd. Loved it. Played some great Smith songs, and then New Order came on. The crowd seemed to change. Honestly, all the nutters from the 90s came back. All these old men, and yeah, trying to barge in front of everybody. We were about fourth on the front, so we had quite a good view. And this guy just jumped in front of me. I mean, he nearly pushes over. I was ready to deck him. And I could hear his mates behind us as well. No one else is getting through here. No one's getting through here. Anyway, he wasn't even looking at New Order on the stage. He was sort of like looking towards me and over me, and I'm thinking, what you doing? What you doing, man? So I was looking, and he's like, get back there, bloody move. So I told him, and he was a bit of a huff. I was expecting like a bit of a fisto actually. Yeah, he never moved, but he was still looking around, thinking, I don't know what was going on. There's a couple of old women who were talking to us when Johnny Marr was on, having a bit of a laugh with them. Later on, we see them on the left and on the right. They were again about fourth line from the front. They tried to get to the front, didn't they? They tried to move these young'uns out of the way. So the young'uns had to get the security guards to tell them off, and ended up about eight lines back. Happened twice. They tried it again. They weren't ready to get chucked out. Then I seen an old geezer with white hair getting dragged out by the security guards. I'm like, what is going on here? What is going on? And towards the end of the night, this guy said something to the wife who was in front of us, and then he said to me, "Oh, do you mind if you move me just to the right so I can get to the front? Because I want to crowd surf." He wanted to crowd surf, yeah. Anyway, and I said, "No, you're not moving. I'm not moving at all." So we went to the right side of us like 10 minutes later. "Oh, mate, you sure you don't want to move?" "No, I'm not bloody moving, son." Anyway, I seen he was trying to crawl under people's legs. He got to the front. Security guard went, "Get out." So yeah, quite a bizarre night. And the wife enjoyed Johnny Marr more because the atmosphere was just changed. All these, I think they must have been on drugs, alcohol too much. But yeah, if we try to relive the old 90s days, when Oasis were around and stuff, and obviously New Order. But honestly, the light show was brilliant. By the way, the New Order were great. Great light show. The second half of the gig was better. Played more of the hits. Lasers flying over your head, and excellent light show. Fantastic. Anyway, it was still had a good weekend, but some dodgy Manchester people, that's all I can say. Really dodgy. Mad for it. Yeah, speaking of that, Oasis are back. I'll try to get tickets on Saturday if I can. Anyway, moving swiftly on. I'm not going to do the 10 question thing, what Roger Retro game I did. Just because I didn't have a console in the 80s and 90s, some of the questions which I can't really answer because I didn't have a console. By that point I had the Amiga and onto the PC. So yeah, I want to talk about my history of gaming. Let's start right at the beginning. So I said to you I didn't have a console. I actually did have a console, which I've never mentioned before, and it was one of those grandstand TV game consoles. You know, one of the early ones, the bat and ball on either side. It had football on, tennis, squash, single player. So yeah, you could have a 2-player. It was quite good. Me and my brother played it quite a bit. Didn't have that very long though. So anyway, I went to my uncle's house back in the day with my dad and my brother, and his younger brother was there, and he brought his ZX Spectrum 48K rubber keyboard round, and Jetpack was on the screen, and I was like, what's that? So yeah, that Christmas went to get a ZX Spectrum 48K rubber keyboard, Sinclair. But yeah, 2 seconds, I've just got it here. ZX Spectrum, Sinclair ZX Spectrum 48K. Now the 16K came out first, This is the 48, but it's just a shell. I actually got the motherboard, put it into a DK Tronics keyboard, and don't know what happened right after that. We ended up getting a 128 plus 3, which you've seen. It's just here. There it is. It's a thing of beauty. Yeah, so the games I was playing as an Spectrum, some of the early games are things like this. Yeah, so this is Arcade Hall of Fame. It's got Raid, it's got Blue Maxon, Rocco, Flak, and Hunchback 2. Anyone of that? Back in the day. Fit in the camera here. Yeah, that's better. That's better. There you go. So yeah, games like that, 2 cassettes in it, as you can see. I meant to show this last time actually when I'd done the Spectrum collection, because a few people mentioned it. Anyone remember this one? Yeah. Pterodactyl 4D. Pretty good game I remember from back in the days. Who made this? Melbourne House. Melbourne House made that, and it came out. It says A Place Forgotten by Time. The Beaten Wings of Heralds and Incarnation of. Oh, bollocks, I can't read that. Yeah, anyone remember that one? Pterodactyl 4D. Pretty good game. Okay, another games like this. Dandy. Sort of like a bit of a platformer game. Decent graphics as well. Anyone remember that one? Came out for the 64 and Amstrad too. Nice bit of cover art for you there. Anyway, after the Spectrum, I had I remember going to Dixon's, which is now Curry's in the UK, and I went to get a Mega Drive because I borrowed a Mega Drive for about a year off a friend. He says, "Oh, get a Mega Drive, you got to get one, everyone's getting one, blah blah blah." Went to Dixon's, and my mate worked there who we used to go drinking with, and he recommended the Amiga. He says, "Get this, honestly, you will not regret it. You can get loads of games for it. It's absolutely amazing, and you can sort of get games on other ways, if you know what I mean." So yeah, we thought, well, we're only youngins and we didn't have much money, so we thought, yeah, we'll go for the Amiga instead. Don't regret it at all. Got a couple of games now. Most of my games are wrecked now. I've got the discs still, but the boxes were left in the loft for too long and dusty. Some of them are smashed, but I've got 2 left here. Games like that. Project X, classic shoot 'em up here. Shoot the graphics as well. Really good games. I think this is about the only shooter, the shoot 'em up I played on the Amiga. It's got a fabulous music track on as well by what's he called? It's a geezer who's famous doing the Commodore 64 tunes. Alistair. Somebody. Classic game anyway. Absolute classic game. Project X. Another one I still survived is this one, Nigel Mansell's World Championship. Yeah, this is a really good racer as well. If you're into racers, I've done a review on it as well. Check out my playlist for PC games, and yeah, this is there. I did it on emulator because it was in the loft at the time. I just thought it was quicker doing it on emulator. Yeah, Nigel Mansell's. Yeah, I really enjoyed the Amiga. Thinking about getting the Amiga compared to the Spectrum. It's a massive jump from 8-bit to 16-bit, and I was just like flabbergasted. I felt like I had an arcade in my bedroom. Yeah, same me and my brother shared it, and we absolutely loved it. What about 6 years, and then my brother decided to get a PC, his first PC, and was running Windows 96, I think. And a few of the games we played was one like this, Thief. So yeah, sort of like first person adventure. You're a thief and you've got to get things from. It's sort of like set in the Victorian times, and yeah, it's very creepy, and you got to try to use a bit of stealth to get through the levels. Absolutely brilliant game back in the day. I've got Thief 2 and Thief 3 as well. Another game I had, which I just bought this back because I lost it. Don't know what happened, but I bought it back. Got on CEX for like 75 pence. Wasn't sure if it was going to work, but yeah. Another classic Unreal Tournament 2004. I do love the original Unreal Tournament. Absolutely classic shooter. And yeah, I do prefer that to this one actually. But yeah, 75 pence. Can't compare 75 pence. That was a great game. 2004, but I got this as well. I used to have this big box version. It was cardboard version, but it was my brother's, disappeared. So I bought it again. The original Half-Life. Again, this is like a first-person adventure, and it's you end up in a called the Black Mesa facility, and you get involved with an experiment which goes completely wrong. And yeah, you've got to get out of there. It's like a fight for survival. All elements are trying to kill you. There's radioactive waste all over the place. But the experiment involved aliens, so the aliens come through a different dimension. Them after you as well. Later in the game, there's special operatives as well, trying to finish you off. But yeah, what a game that was back in the day. Came out in '98. And another reason I got this is you get another 3 games with it as well. You get Blue Shift, which you play sort of the security guard sort of view in the game, because you do pass Barney in the game, the security guard, and it's sort of his take on what's going on. Same time as Gordon's there. It's all in real time sort of thing. Also, you've got, I can't read that, Opposing Force, which you're part of the special forces trying to kill Gordon. And you got Counter-Strike on there as well. So that was a really excellent deal at the time, I remember that. 4 games of 1. Half-Life. So yeah, I love my PC as well. I'm still using PC. Obviously, I've had it for about 10 years, my latest PC, so it was a high spec, but now I would say low medium spec now. Probably need to get a new graphics card. I've just got some new memory for it actually. So that's all my history really. The Grandstand console, ZX Spectrum 48K, then I went on the Commodore Amiga 500, and then I just started PC gaming. Didn't feel the need to get a console. Had a PC, games were still coming out thick and fast, so why should I change? That's my little view of my history of the 80s and 90s up to now. So hope you enjoyed that. Something a little bit different for you, and yeah, have a good week everyone. See you all later. Bye. So I'm just going to leave you this everyone. Yeah, the lads from Waitress are back. They're going to be playing next year, 2025. I'm going to try to get a ticket. Yeah, fingers crossed. So I'm going to leave you with this. Bye for now.